Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Jury selection underway in St. Tammany Parish for a man with one of Louisiana's longest escape records.
Yeah, Antoine Massey, who was part of that mass jailbreak in New Orleans, also faces serious charges on the North Shore. WDS reporter Cassie Sherm is live at the Covington courthouse with how his attorney is trying to prove his innocence. Cassie?
Well, guys, so we started jury selection for this case for Antoine Massey. He's facing multiple charges here in St. Tammany Parish, rape, we have domestic related offenses, as well as kidnapping. And one of the big questions that have been asked the potential jurors while they're trying to pick those jurors is how much have they been impacted when it comes to what they saw on the news when it came to the jailbreak.
That she lied to
Turn in court today.
Yeah, the state's first witness, Massey's former girlfriend, admitted that she lied to police, was on multiple drugs during her original statement, and even got in trouble in the middle of court for texting while on the stand.
WGSU's Cassie Sherm in St. Tammany Parish with what happened in court. Cassie.
Today's testimony raised major questions when it comes to the reliability of the state's key witness and prompted a judge to decide on whether texting from the stand could derail this trial. Diamond White, the woman at the center of the case, told jurors she doesn't remember large parts of the night prosecutors say Massey raped, kidnapped, and strangled her. She testified she was under the influence of several drugs, including ecstasy, and made everything up because he was talking to another woman. However, prosecutors played back video from the police body camera that shows White in a hospital bed, telling an officer what Massey did to her. But one of the most unexpected moments came when attorneys noticed White using her phone while sitting on the witness stand. The judge.
Wow. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I have been blown away hearing what I'm hearing is going on in this Massey trial. They have kicked it off. Look like they're not giving public access, but they are really reporting on this thing in Louisiana. OG, are you there?
I'm right here, man. They kind of close. They selected the jury really quick.
Really quick.
Yeah, I ain't been on the media, so they trying to get it done. But this witness, now she's recanting, and she helped him doing his escape. She got filed for aiding and abetting, got charged with, assisting him on his escape while he was out. So this will be really a good blow with the defense.
Do we have a Woody thing going on here with this young lady? She's saying now she didn't get the R word. She's saying now that this basically did not happen. They're showing videotape of her in the hospital. They're trying to prove their point. She's texting on the stand to I believe it's people that are really in line with Massey. She's trying to figure out a way to get this thing off of him now. Does this do anything to change the outcome of this trial? They almost mistrialed it, but it wasn't enough with her texting the family. Can she continue to go on, or what is this looking like?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with Woody. It's the scorn of a woman. She's like she said, she admitted that she was mad because she called him with another woman. That's her testimony, and that she took it overboard, and maybe they got into a squabble or something about him doing something to somebody else, but you cannot really willing. So when you talk, we've been having sex, and then we get into an argument, and you say I raped you. Does that make it a fact?
Well, when I said Woody, I'm talking about getting on that stand, doing things out of character, trying to figure out ways to text somebody. You on stand, you put your right hand up, you said that you was going to abide by the rules, but you get up there and you start texting, and I'm going to play a little bit more of what they said about it. Hold on.
The judge halted proceedings, examined the phone, and determined she was texting a victim's right advocate who was in the courtroom and told her to stay put after she wanted to leave. After reviewing both phones, the judge ruled it was not enough to trigger a mistrial because the jury did not see it and there was no proof it changed her testimony. But he did fine both sides $50 for violating the court's no phone rule. Now, the hearing will continue tomorrow, and we'll be following this very closely and give you guys the latest information here on WDSU. In St. Tammany Parish, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU News.
All right, so day 2 of the trial has wrapped for the evening. The jury is set to deliberate, or the jury is set to hear testimony again tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Wow, so that part right there where he fines them $50 a piece, which is not a hefty fine.
So how do you fine both sides $50?
Yeah, because who texts who?
The defense ain't got nothing to do with what she did with a advocate and the prosecution. She's the prosecution's witness. If she's texting and she texts somebody that she know, what did
I lose you, OG?
Yay.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, but no, I get it. I understand where you come from. This here is a thing where you are aligning $50 to both, but I think it's because they both shouldn't be on the phone, and it maybe is a courtroom rule that you don't supposed to be on that phone.
It's a rule you're not supposed to be on the phone, but what I got to do with it? Because, okay, if we go in the courtroom and you get on the phone, how you going to charge me $50?
Yeah, but that's because you texting. I done told y'all all phones are not allowed. No recording is allowed. What do you mean?
She said she was texting an advocate, somebody that came to court with her, a victim's right advocate. That has nothing to do with Massey's defense.
That's right. That's right.
So did she charge the advocate $50 and the prosecution $50? When she said they charged both sides.
I'm thinking they charged the girl that was on the stand and who she was texting.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking that when she say they charge both sides $50, that they charge the prosecution because that's their witness, and the defense because they were the ones examining her.
Man, it's getting a little sticky. I'm just trying to understand. Do he walk away from this one right here and to get to his next one? Could he beat this and then be headed for his next? Because he got a couple of situations.
Yeah, well, he got pretty good action at this. Depends on what kind of jury has, and with the notoriety, and him saying that, and then you go back to the escape. You're a rape victim, but you harbor a fugitive. If you raped me and assaulted me and kidnapped me, would I hold you, or would I call the police on you?
Exactly. No, I agree with that.
That don't sound like a victim.
No, it don't. And like I said, these guys are trying to make this something big because of the way they escaped and was gone for so long, or he was let out, as he says. But it's a huge situation for him, because if he can beat this one and get action on the other one, he might have action to get out, eventually. But he got to beat this one first, and that's just the way that go, man. What do you think? Do you think he'll win this?
I believe he can.
Okay. And basically, the lady said deliberating at first, and then she switched it back up for day 2. I think she just made and that's the lady with WDSU. They've been covering this thing, man, ever since we started doing this. And like I said, he pleaded his innocence in the video when he was on the run. He's telling you guys that this didn't happen this way. He was begging y'all to recognize him for the fact that he didn't even let himself out. They let him out. So this has been a thing, man. We're going to see how this thing unfolds. Me and OG going to be all the way live on it with y'all. Y'all know how we are about this Massey and the Derrick growth as they come through. I didn't know it slipped through the crevices on me. You guys didn't do your job. Y'all supposed to send me a message and let me know this thing was going down. I didn't hear nothing from y'all. Y'all owe Massey that. Y'all need to be watching him and rocking out with him to see what happened with his fate. He almost made it out. He stayed out the longest. He popped bottles and everything else when he was out here. He had a hell of a run out here. He was outside in houses and having a good time, and now he's in trial, guys. Make sure you guys watch what he's got going on, and try to make sure you stay tuned to everything that's popping off with him, because truth be known, the boy, I ain't gonna say that he was, I'm not gonna say that he was just all the way innocent for that jailbreak like OG might say. I ain't gonna say that. No, I can't say that. But I am gonna say we want to see him. We want to see the boy either beat this. If he didn't do it, he don't need to be locked up for it, right, OG? If he didn't do it.
It's not whether he didn't do it. Now, I'm not saying he didn't hit her, but I'm saying that she caused everything that happened to her. So she's admitting that I caused all this because I was jealous. He had another woman.
OG, I hear what you're saying, but
this everything out.
This was enough for them to roll him right on up into that courtroom with her testimony. She's the main witness they got. This was enough to get him up in there.
The only witness
they got. So that's why you say it probably ain't gonna go good for him. If she don't give him what they looking for, he might walk out and go to the next trial. And if she the same victim, we got another melee. You know.
Yeah, so we depending on.
Guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and guys, you guys already know they had that Ray J and Brandy. They mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z for not speaking up there. Well, it's just really Ray J, but check it out right here. Me and OG tied into that earlier. Boss Talk 101, man. Listen, reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.